Rush Limbaugh did a hilariously ironic segment where he's going to lecture liberals on morality.
Illustrate what many believe to be the cultural decay. Others believe it's cultural evolution. But we have redefined marriage after how many thousands of years? The definition of marriage is out the window now to accommodate a tiny percentage of the population. We're not accommodating, we are actively changing how a substantive institution is defined. And it happened essentially overnight. And any opposition to it is shouted down and ridiculed. So this piece, and I mean, I can give you other examples too, other than gay marriages, any number of things that people just look at, you can't comprehend. It doesn't make any sense within the framework of right versus wrong. And see, I don't think the culture war has been about right versus wrong for a long time. And people haven't figured that out. They continue to fight it in on a moral or a morality battlefield, when that's not at all. In fact, obliterating morality has been what the culture war is all about, not asserting it and not having it triumph. The whole point of the culture war is an us versus them framework now. And the us is all of the disparate minorities of the world versus the them, which is people they claim to be the oppressive majority. And the whole point of the us versus them battle has been to obliterate the whole notion of morality. Just wipe it out on the belief that nobody has the right to define it. Nobody can write laws that are based in morality and have them apply to everybody, because your morality may differ from mine, and there isn't any universal morality. There isn't any universal right and wrong.
I have so much to say about this. So first of all, his claim is, well, liberals are just trying to obliterate the entire notion of morality now. He's saying the liberals are waging a war on morality. That's hilarious because he's the one that's waging a war on morality. So here's the response. Rush, of course we believe in morality, and yes, we believe in a universal morality. I know I do. Yeah, I believe in right and wrong, absolutely. And the philosophy, if I had to sum it up in a little nugget here, would be, don't be a dick. Your moral code seems to be the opposite. Be a dick. So this guy, he genuinely believes that, oh my goodness, allowing gay marriage? Treating trans people equally and with respect? Well, that is immoral. This is the kind of guy who just embodies that old school far right moral code, which is like, did you just curse? Did you just say a bad word? That's so naughty. Mommy and daddy would disagree with that. You're the one, you're so immoral. You're so unethical. You're so wrong. You said a bad word. You want to treat gays equally and minorities equally. That's so wrong. Did you do drugs? Did you do a substance? Well, alcohol's okay, but did you smoke marijuana? We should lock you up in a cage forever because you're so immoral. This is his moral code. You know what our moral code is? Hey, treat all those people with respect. He's just putting a substance in his body. He's not hurting anybody else. Okay? The gay people just want to be treated with equality and dignity. Trans people, same thing. If somebody curses, it's just an expression of feeling at a moment. There's no moral angle to that. It just is what it is. There's nothing wrong with that. But where is there something wrong? Where am I really, really morally judging people? Oh, I don't know. Say if the people are warmongering lunatics who are in favor of offensive wars against countries that didn't attack us, and then they want to stay there and occupy the area, and they want to spend trillions of dollars in the process, and they want to end up killing minimum 200,000 civilians. If that's something you're in favor of, I'm going to morally judge you, and I'm going to say, you're immoral, you're unethical, you're a bad person. And guess what? It just so happens that that's exactly what Rush Limbaugh is in favor of. He was in favor of the Iraq War. This is something he argued for on a daily basis. This is a guy who, day in and day out on his show, during the controversy, would argue in favor of torture. He would take the Dick Cheney line. He would take the George W. Bush line. He would say enhanced interrogation. And Rush, what you don't get is you're the immoral one. You're the one trying to wage a war on morality, because your main point in that realm is when we do it, it's not immoral. When we do it, it's right. When we wage offensive wars, when we occupy, when we do torture, then it's okay. So you're the one who doesn't believe in a universal moral code. Because if you did, you would say, hey, it's bad when Al-Qaeda tortures and kills innocent people. It's bad when we torture and kill innocent people. No. In your mind, relativism 101. When we do it, it's okay. When they do it, it's wrong. Yay! So tell me again who doesn't have a universal moral code. Tell me again who doesn't believe in right and wrong. And actually, I need to go further on Rush here, because he does believe in right and wrong, but his conception of right and wrong is wrong. Because again, he thinks, oh, treating gays equally, being kind to trans people, allowing drug users freedom and liberty, like these are things that are immoral. Cursing, saying a bad word, that's so immoral. Not respecting tradition is immoral. But killing innocent people with brown skin, where's the problem? That's awesome. That's totally moral. Torturing people, totally moral. So it's always hilarious to hear somebody with a broken moral compass lecture other people who are correct about their morality.